Hi there. Again, I'm at another location. Here again. Further up, but seeing the next tree in the same location, but then this next one growing here, as you see that in the distance. I behind the camera, so I can't zoom in as close. So I have to walk there. You may hear me trampling because almond grows in wetland. I'm your prophetic professor, lecturer, Wentworth B. Manson. Again, doing this research to let you see now. I found something. Looking at it. Now we have in the backdrop, we have, because this is a wetland here. We got these particular long green trees, evergreen trees. Once you see them growing, this is an almond tree. This is an almond tree forest, might as well say, where you find a lot of various different species of trees, but it's a wetland. And then you find the sharp mud tongue. These are the green sticky plants here. These green plants, but this particular one here with the long green and brown leaves coming up. Once you see them coming, it tells you that hey, almond trees going to come, and they normally grow. They will start out first in wetlands. And once you see them, they will start producing, growing. Just the limbs them keep coming out, and they start growing and dropping leaves. And then eventually, all of a sudden, almond tree comes. And so you'll ask, who planted? Boy, by the grace of God, the almond tree in the land. All the trees, like I said, the earth is the mother of all living. The Lord then put in it all the DNA. What need to come out of it is already on the inside of it. And so the almond tree comes. And I've seen, like I said, the different location of almond trees. So, and all in this area, as you see, I look around, and after the almond tree grows, you got our corpus, and this is in the Bahamas. Then we got a middle tree in the middle there. You see that long brown tree with the leaves coming off. That is called the tourist tree. They got a sunburn, but that's our gamalame tree. That's another medicine tree there. But anyway, so these are the trees there that you'll see. And like I said, I like to put myself in the shot so you can see what I'm talking about, because it's very important. And I'm doing this one man. I always behind the camera now. I have to be doing a selfie. Hello, how you doing? Right? And so it's very important. Do your own research. It's important. So looking at the almond in the almond tree in the roots, down in the center of it. So that how the trees look, how the leaves go. That's in the heart, and it grows to be a tall tree. Now, certain locations that they may be more wider, and then you see those holes are on it. Now, them holes came there from the sapsucker woodpecker, and I think he came from he is not native. Now we have our own woodpecker too that also drill holes there, but the sapsucker, he likes to come around and just and drill right around it. Yeah. So again, like, subscribe, and share. This is your prophetic professor and lecturer, Wentworth B. Manson. See you next time. And as you can see, before I leave the almond, you can see the almond up there in the trees up there, right? And so again, when we were young people, we used to knock them down and chew them up. And then mash them, bag them open, and get your finger mashed. Again, like, subscribe, and share. Like I said, you can see this one tree there, putting my finger there. And if you look down in the back there, I'm not able to zoom it. There's the next one over there. That's there. Then if you go further back in that section down over that way, there's the next one. So this whole area, like I said, this is what you call when you see these trees growing, because you normally see these trees them first. Now again, you see them mixed up with sawgrass trees. Look, they got around with cattail areas. All them areas they will go there because cattails and sawgrass trees normally be in brackish water. But then when you look at the location of the water, it's different. And I'm going to do a story on cattails too, because it's important. Cattails is another tree I've got to do a story on. There's a myth behind them, but I got to do a story on that too. But like, subscribe, and share. Again, see you next time in the next location. This is Blueprint Land Creation Podcast with your prophetic professor and lecturer, Wentworth B. Manson.